Sometimes we hear these ancient phrases, and we just think of them as simple commands. But what if there's something more? What if they're actually these incredibly elegant systems, a kind of divine architecture, just waiting for us to understand how they work? Today, we're going to deconstruct one of the most central phrases in the Quran to uncover the amazing guidance system that's hidden right inside. All right, let's dive in.
So this is the verse, obey Allah and obey the messenger. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if it's not two separate commands, but actually a single, beautifully integrated equation for how to navigate our lives? That's the idea we're going to explore.
The way our source material frames this is so cool. It's a two-part formula, the house plus the confirmation. Think of obey Allah as learning to live in the house, and obey the messenger as using the confirmation system to make sure you're on the right track inside it. So first up, let's talk about the house. Okay, let's get into the first part of this equation, the foundation. Obey Allah. What does this actually mean when you look at it from a systems point of view? In this model, the word Allah points to something huge, the entire living, breathing container of existence itself. This is the house. It's the universal system, the laws of physics, the patterns of nature, the very fabric of reality that we're all inside, every single moment of every single day. It's our ground truth. It's where all real learning has to begin. So then, what does it mean to obey the house? Well, it's not about blind obedience, not at all. It's actually about active engagement. It means living with your eyes open inside this system, reading the signs in everything around you, learning directly from cause and effect, and really trying to move with the natural flow of reality instead of constantly fighting against it. Now, living in tune with reality. That sounds like a pretty complete system on its own, doesn't it? But here's the thing. There's a critical vulnerability. It turns out learning directly from the house isn't always enough to keep us on the right path. I mean, really think about it. The universe is sending us signals and information constantly. But how good are we at interpreting it all correctly, especially when it comes to the deeper, unseen, spiritual parts of life? Can we really, truly trust our own personal interpretation every single time? And this is where it gets so tricky, because nature gives us a constant stream of signals, right? We get a flash of intuition. But our emotions can feel exactly like the truth, even when they're totally wrong. We make observations about the world, but our minds can so easily misread the signs. We might even feel this rush of inspiration, but our ego is an absolute master at creating a perfect counterfeit of true guidance. Before we know it, we can start to drift way off course and not even realize it's happening. So, here's the absolute heart of the problem. In the physical world, if you make a mistake, you usually get instant feedback. But in the spiritual world, we don't always get that clear correct or wrong signal. Nature gives us endless information, but it doesn't give us confirmation. And this is what brings us to the second part of the equation, the part that brilliantly solves this entire problem of drift. It's the missing variable, the confirmation system. So in this model, the messenger isn't just a historical figure, it's a function. It represents the delivery of a verified, confirmed message. It's a system designed to give us a stable, objective direction that we can check our own understanding against. And the core of that system is the book, the message itself. A great way to think about it is as an external reference frame, or even like a checksum in computing. A checksum is a piece of data that verifies that the main data hasn't been corrupted. Well, the book acts like a checksum for your soul. It's that external, stable point you can always use to calibrate your own internal compass and make sure you haven't gone astray. Okay, so we've got our two main parts, the house, which is reality itself, and the confirmation, which is the verified message. Now let's see how they work together to create this perfect dynamic guidance loop. So here's how the loop works in practice. You start in the house, right? You're observing reality. You're experiencing nature. From that, you learn something, you form an understanding, and then you act on it. But, and this is the absolute key, you don't stop there. You then take your understanding and you refer to the book, that external checksum, to get confirmation. Am I still aligned? If the answer is no, you simply correct your course. It's this amazing feedback loop that just keeps refining your path. So you see, it's not a static command that you just follow once and you're done. It's a living, breathing, continuous process of alignment. You're constantly reading reality, and you're constantly confirming with the message. That is the dynamic, living meaning of obey Allah and obey the messenger. To make this even clearer, let's use a little analogy. Imagine reality, the house, is this vast, open ocean that you're sailing on. The message from the messenger, well, that's your compass. The compass doesn't sail the ship for you. You still have to do the work. But it constantly confirms that your direction is true, keeping you from getting hopelessly lost at sea. Or, hey, here's another way to see it. Think of the entire universe as this incredibly complex machine that's always running. You're the operator. The message, then, is the official user manual from the manufacturer. It's not the machine itself, but it gives you the verified instructions you need to operate the whole system correctly and avoid user error. So, in the end, it all comes down to this one powerful idea. Allah is the house you live inside. That's the total reality. And the messenger provides the verified direction that keeps you aligned within that house. It's not just a simple command. It's a beautifully designed system for guidance, a divine architecture for finding your way home.